You think you know sports? Well, you don't know Jack. The You Don't Know Jack show starts now.
Do you need a car for your next vacation or business trip but don't want to take your own? Go to our page youdon'tknow.jackshow.com, that's JACshow.com, and go to the sponsor page under the Contact Us menu and you'll find it. The link is everywhere on the website. You can help us by helping yourself with your next vacation or business trip. Again, go to our website and then go to the carrental8.com link. Again, that's carrental8.com. Promotional deal coming soon. Now on with the show. Hello, everyone, and this is the You Don't Know Jack show with Jonah, Aaron, and Carson. The initials of our show, of course, coming from our names, Jonah, Aaron, and Carson. First of all, just kind of want to give you guys an introduction to the show here today, and just wanted to give you a little idea of what to expect on the show next week. Hopefully sometime next week we'll have the first actual show out for you. How are you guys doing? How are you ready for it?
Not really.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get into a little bit of NBA free agency talk. Obviously, the big one, Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, I think, right? Is that where he went? I think he went to the Celtics, right? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, he'll be going to Golden State, and they just played there last night for Team USA in the Olympics, and obviously that did not go well for the other team who played them, the team from China, I think. Anyways, we don't really pay attention to the Olympics because it's just not something that interests us. So something that does interest us is the NFL season, which is coming up right around the corner. We'll have NFL predictions for you guys, talk a little bit about the preseason and training camp headlines, maybe talk about Ezekiel Elliott and some of the Cowboys headlines and some of the Viking headlines as well, and talk about the Steelers. They're losing players left and right, it seems like, with suspensions and everything else that's going on. And maybe we'll talk a little bit about the early headlines in the NCAA football season, and Big Ten winners possibly, and also possibly a Final Four, the Big Four in the playoff prediction possibly. So it should be exciting for the first show. What are you guys most excited for the topic next week? What do you think?
Probably the NFL.
Yeah, NFL coming up.
What
exciting.
what is just the build up about the NFL season? Like what makes it so entertaining just getting started?
I don't know.
I'd probably say I'm excited for the Cowboys to do well this season, and yeah.
And of course, as said on the personalities page on our website, again, our website is youdon'tknowjackshow.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Anyways, the thing with that is that we have put up personalities page up there just to kind of give everybody an idea before they listen to the show of who is on the show and what the personalities are like. Jonah and Aaron are both Cowboys fans, and Jonah doesn't really get into much other than football, but he will try to dip into some more categories as the show goes on, of course. And Aaron obviously is a big LeBron fan, and obviously still in kind of a celebration mode after the championship, after coming down 3-1 over the Warriors. What was the most exciting part about that? Just seeing LeBron celebrate, or what would you say was the best part of that?
Yeah, I almost cried when the initial celebration began. emotional for me, being a LeBron fan. It's pretty exciting stuff. Time to try to repeat next year.
Did you think at all that after Game 5, even after Game 5 when they won Game 5, did you still think that there was any chance that they could come back and win it?
I told Jonah when they were down 3-1 that they could come back to win it. He remembers me saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonah predicted them to win in 7 before the series even started.
He did, yes. I remember that.
So we kind of called it out. I guess it was pretty far-fetched at the time, but that's what happened. So
Yeah, definitely exciting, and obviously the NFL season is going to be way different. You know, you had the Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos last year, and they might not even sniff the postseason this year as they lose Peyton Manning. Not only that, but they lose 3 or 4 defensive players from their defense. So who do you guys just kind of a couple teams? Who do you think we should keep an eye on for the NFL season this year?
the Raiders, the Vikings, and the Cowboys. My 3 teams that are going to do well.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the teams falling off from last year that maybe made the playoffs at all?
The Panthers,
Panthers, yeah. I'd say
the
so.
Redskins a little bit, and I don't know. I don't really have a third one.
I think kind of another young team other than
Broncos, yeah.
the Broncos, yeah. Another young team I think that kind of is interesting is the Jaguars a little bit. I know they kind of say that every year, but it just kind of feels like Bortles could be their franchise quarterback in the future.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent on offense. So.
Yeah, they do. They got 2 good wide receivers, and their defense still has a lot of work to do, I think. But I think they could definitely have a bright future. Maybe not this year. Maybe they're the Raiders of this year. Like they'll be like a 8-8 team or something like that, and maybe then go on a little bit of a run. Maybe, who knows? That AFC South is so unpredictable. I think this year that could be the most unpredictable division.
I think if Andrew Luck stays healthy, they'll probably win it.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts will probably win that division. Oh,
Yeah.
The Titans got a lot of players too, and so did the Texans. But
I just don't know if Mariota can
I think Andrew Luck's gonna
do much.
bounce back
for the
strong
Titans
this year.
So that's kind of a feel of how the show's going to get as the week progresses. We'll all get a little bit more excited, I think, and get more into the NFL season. I think we're just kind of like realizing that, hey, the NFL is right around the corner. It's hard to believe. But anyways, the Vikings and the Cowboys were big. I'm a Vikings fan. These guys are Cowboys fans, so obviously we're going to be optimistic for those teams, but we'll have full predictions for you next week on the NFL and maybe talk some college football as well, and also dip into free agency, a little bit of the NBA, and a little bit of recap of that. So anyways, this is the You Don't Know Jack Show. You can go to our website, youdon'tknowjackshow.com, go to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and Instagram, and
Don't forget about college basketball.
yep, and we'll talk about college basketball probably next week as well. And Aaron, I'm sure, is excited for Duke in their season, and I'm also excited for the Hawkeyes season in basketball. They've got a lot of good recruiting classes coming up. So, anyways, that'll be exciting. Those will be the 4 big sports that we'll talk about: college football, NFL football, NBA, and of course NCAA basketball. And we'll talk a little bit about that. We're gonna not talk too much about basketball until the season gets a little bit closer yet, with the NFL and college football still kind of the forefront of our minds right now. But we'll definitely mix in both. So it should be an interesting time, and we hope you guys join us next week for our first episode. This is the You Don't Know Jack Show with Jonah, Aaron, and Carson. We'll see you guys next week.